after Sean.
So I can't talk to you?
It's a joke what's going on in that court. They're trying to make out it was all him.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been in yet.
It was that slag that did it. Why isn't one of your lot in there standing up and telling them what she's like?
You know the rules. You're not exactly a stranger around here yourself.
And that's why you're taking so much trouble to bang up poor Sean. Because I've got form. If he gets sent down, I'll have her.
Can we go back to your account of what happened next? You climbed out of your minicab and opened the rear door. You alleged that Mr. Westbrook then got out and hit you. At exactly what point did my client, Miss Jenks, get out of the car?
She told him to get out.
That's not what I'm asking you, Mr. Nazir.
She got out after him.
So Mr. Westbrook initiated the assault before Miss Jenks was out of the car?
He hit me and I fell over. Then they started kicking me, kicking my head, my back.
Could you see them kicking you?
I was trying to cover my face. I didn't have to see them.
So, can you be quite certain whether you were being kicked by Mr. Westbrook or Miss Jenks or by both?
The point is, she was making him do it, urging him.
So, it could have been Mr. Westbrook who was kicking you and not Miss Jenks?
I don't know.
I hope that members of the jury will note that. You don't know. Now, you say she was encouraging him to assault you, urging him, but what exactly did she say?
She was saying, cut him, Sean.
Could she, in fact, have been saying, cut it out, Sean?
Some words like that.
She could have been saying, cut it out, Sean, rather than cut him, Sean. Thank you, Mr. Nazir.
Late night, was it?
I don't know if it's this flu or the stuff I took to get rid of it.
Ah.
If it wasn't for this case, I'd be off sick today. Not that I'm asking for sympathy.
You're not getting much.
According to your incident report book, when arrested, Sean Westbrook told you that both he and my client, Miss Jenks, had assaulted Mr. Nazir.
That's correct, Your Honour.
He made this admission of his own free will.
Yes, Your Honour.
No pressure was brought to bear on him.
Yes! Sorry, Your Honour. Could you repeat that?
No pressure was brought to bear on him.
No, Your Honour.
He just volunteered to you that he was the guilty party and added for good measure that Miss Jenks had also been involved.
I questioned him at the scene of the crime. He gave me the information, and then he signed an account of our conversation.
Did anyone else hear this enlightening conversation?
No, sir.
No. Did he repeat this story when interviewed by you at Sun Hill Police Station? That is, in the interview that was recorded in the presence of his solicitor?
No.
He, in fact, claimed that he was acting in self-defence. In this recorded interview, did he claim that Miss Jenks had been involved in the attack?
He changed his story, Your Honour.
Thank you, PC Stamp. Thank you very much.
Is Tony coming back in for the verdict?
He went out to get some fresh air. He looked like he was about to blow a fuse.
Well, that'll make the change from blowing his nose. I mean, it doesn't do much for credibility, does it? Delivering half your evidence through a man-sized tissue. There has to be someone on that jury who knows if her brief made no reference to her character at all, she's got to have more form than Desert Orchid.
On the first count of assault causing grievous bodily harm, how do you find the defendant, Sean Michael Westbrook? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Yeah, da prance!
On the first count of assault causing grievous bodily harm, how do you find the defendant, Sheila Mary Jenks? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Please with yourselves, have you? You couldn't have got it more wrong!
Silence. I'm going to ask the jury to remain while I pass sentence. At the start of the hearing, Miss Jenks pleaded guilty on a separate count to having been unlawfully in possession of an offensive weapon. Mr. Gray, what is known of the defendant?
I'm going to enjoy this bit.
Well, the full list of her previous convictions runs to 3 pages, Your Honour.
So I see. Would you read the last 3 for the record?
Yes, Your Honour. 16th of March, 1992, Stafford Row, Crown Court, assault occasioning grievous bodily harm, 3 months imprisonment. 28th of June, 1992, Sun Hill Magistrates Court, drunk and disorderly, fined £50. 14th of October 1992, Sunhill Magistrates Court, criminal damage, fined £100.
Makes you wonder why we bother.
Yeah, I know. Westbrook, 3 months, madam, £150 fine and severe talking to. Look, I need a drink. Is anyone coming over the road?
Yeah, I'll just get changed and I'll join.
No, not for me. What I wanted to do all day is get back to bed.
Happy, are you? How do you think Cecile's seen her son put away for 3 months?
Look,
3 months?
this isn't gonna help.
I want to work with you.
I'm busy.
You're not getting away with this. I'm not going to forget what you did to her, Sean.
If he kept his mouth shut, I wouldn't be here in the first place. Now let go of me.
Not till I've finished talking to you.
You're as thick as he is.
This has been around! Come on! Hurry! If she thinks this is over, she's in for a surprise.
Will you please go home?
Get out of my
I'll
way.
nick the lot of you for disorderly conduct unless you stop this now.
Thick as pig muck.
Shut it!
There's no need to talk to me like that just because you lost.
This time.
Come on, I'll buy you all a drink, eh? Show you there's no hard feelings.
Don't push your luck, Jenks.
You threatening me? You great tub of lard.
So what does Nazir make of the verdict?
Well, he seemed very calm about it, considering he thought she was to blame.
You see his point.
I don't know, maybe he's just a nicer person than I am. When you see someone you know has attacked you, walking away scot-free, it just... Sorry, it's sorry.
Here we go again.
This is getting silly. Someone's got to straighten her out.
I'll have a word with Harry. It's his pub. He can sort it out. Look, do you want another?
No, thanks. I've had more than enough.
Harry?
I want to buy you all a drink. All you lovely people. Oh, my lovely jury.
Get her a drink. A big one. You've got her to thank.
What do you want, my darling?
No, thank you.
Come on, whatever you want. A big brandy, whatever. I've got the money.
I do not want you to buy me a drink. Is that clear?
We're all friends here. When I heard you say, not guilty, I thought I owe her. Least I can do, buy you a big drink.
I'm going.
Oh, I'll have a drink with her. You were saying you couldn't believe she'd do anything out of line. God, as Lady Muck here, you never laid a finger on that bloke.
I'll never.
That fat copper made it all up.
My drink not good enough for ya? Look at her.
I don't know what you think so funny. If I'd had my way, I'd have locked you up and thrown away the key.
Aren't you going to do something?
I'm sorry.
Well, I was on the jury today. You arrested Sheila Jenks.
Yes, and you acquitted her. I don't think there's much more to say.
Well, she's out there doing all she can to cause trouble. What are you going to do about it?
Well, if she breaks the law, I could nick her. But the chances are I'll be wasting my time because the next jury she goes in front of could do exactly what you did.
We didn't know.
What do you do now?
Sierra 1 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead, Paul.
Report of a failing to stop accident outside the Grove Public House, Goddard Street. A woman has been injured. There's an ambulance on its way.
Why do they need us? It's usually full of coppers.
They want you, George.
Yeah, we'll be there in 2 minutes.
She's in a right mess. Did anyone see anything? Yeah, the landlord. Said she never had a chance. Car drove straight at her, apparently. Almost like it was deliberate. Did he get the number? Nah. He thought it might have been a blue hatchback, possibly an escort. Well, that narrows it down. All right, Jen. What are you doing here?
Well, it's a long story, but I was in here 10 minutes ago. I came back past and I saw the ambulance.
You don't know who she is, do you?
I certainly do. Her name's Sheila Jenks.
How is she now?
Severe head and back injuries, sir.
She finishes up in hospital within hours of the verdict. Was the attack deliberate?
Well, it looks like it could have been.
I've had her solicitor on to me already this morning. He thought I ought to know strictly for information that Stamp threatened her when she was leaving the court yesterday.
Did he?
Well, he made an unguarded remark. He should have known better, but nothing more than that.
So this solicitor's just stirring, is he?
Perish the thought. I want this cleared up as quickly as possible.
Yeah, well, I'm treating it as an attempted murder. I got Burnside working on it already.
Did you see anyone leave at the same time as her?
Apart from your friend here, I had enough on my plate getting her out.
Well, did you notice anyone outside?
No, I got her out. Told her not to bother coming back, then waited to make sure she went. Then bang, the car hits her.
So what makes you think it was deliberate?
Well, the car didn't stop. I mean, when you leave a car park, you stop, look before turning into the road. This geezer comes straight out.
Did you see who it was?
No, it was too dark.
Well, you got any ideas? I mean, he came out of your car park.
Well, it doesn't mean to say he'd been in here. That car park's full, even when the booze is empty. I should start clamping.
Think about who was in here last night.
Well, you saw who was there. Regulars, people over from the court. I don't know, I was too busy behind the bar.
Well, at least someone was doing their job. Right, cheers, Harry. Well, you certainly picked the right place to foul up. Every copper who goes in there for a packet of pork scratchings is going to hear about this. Would have taken you 2 minutes to sort it last night.
Look, Gov, being the officer in the case doesn't usually stretch to seeing the defendant home. Jenks was drunk and she walked under a car.
Yeah, but the fact that the driver might be involved in the case could be a bit embarrassing.
Look, she was having a go at a jury member before I left the pub.
Do you think Harry Stokes knows who the bloke is? How about this Nazir?
He's not very likely.
Yeah, well, I'm going to check him out anyway.
Your governor giving you a hard time?
No, this is one of his better days. Before you chucked her out last night, Sheila Jenks was arguing with a man sitting over there. Grey hair, blazer and tie, about 60. Do you know him?
I know you mean, but I've never seen him before.
Do you remember if he was still here after Jenks had been hit by the car?
Don't think so. No, he'd gone.
He was with a table full of people over there.
That's right, and he bought a big round. He paid by cheque, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you still got it, have you?
Yes, and I did get him to put his address on the back.
That's what I'm after.
Did you recognise anyone else there last night?
No, apart from the people over from the court.
It's got to be Len Westbrook, Gov. He'd said he'd do her.
Yeah, he's top of my list.
Yeah, but if you're simply looking for people with motive, it could be more or less anyone who's ever had dealings with her. I mean, even the forewoman of the jury was seeing her in a new light.
Yeah, all right, thanks, Jim. Jim, I won't interrupt your lunch. I'm off to see my old pal, Lenny Westbrook.
What about this here?
He's got an alibi. Evening prayers. 200 witnesses.
I didn't think he was very likely.
Yeah, I don't care what you think. Check it. Well, he probably won't have to talk to all of them. Oh, yeah, and keep on to the hospital. Soon as Sheila Jenks as much as groans, I want a statement off her. Hello, Len.
Our Sean's in the scrubs for 3 months. Isn't that enough? Even for you?
Sheila Jenks is in hospital.
Nothing minor, I hope.
Is this your motor?
Why don't you look it up on the computer?
I will. Where were you about 6:30 last night?
No comment.
I asked you a question.
And you got an answer?
Someone tried to kill Sheila Jenks. He was driving a blue hatchback. Any reason why I shouldn't put you top of the list?
It wasn't me, all right. But if you find out who it was, let me know. I'll buy the man a drink.
So where did you go after the court last night?
If I'd had a go at Jenks, she wouldn't have just be in hospital.
Now listen, you want to ponce about, we'll do it down the neck. But this car doesn't move. Do you understand? We might want to take a good look at it. Go on.
Good afternoon, Mr. Craig. I'm DC Carver, Sunhill CID.
I remember you from yesterday. I hope you don't think that diabolical verdict was down to me.
Can I come in, please?
So long as you wipe your feet.
Did you fly those?
Wouldn't have minded. Never had the chance. You didn't come here to ask me that.
No. You were seen arguing with Sheila Jenks in the pub last night.
I told her what I thought of her.
So what happened?
I'd had a bit of drink, so I went outside to get some fresh air.
Was that the last time you saw her?
I did go and have a look when I'd heard what had happened. By that time, they were scraping her off the road.
So when did you leave the pub?
As soon as the ambulance left and I could get my car out of the car park.
Well, you must have had a few drinks before you left.
Oh, if you wanted to breathalyse me, you should have done it last night. What is this?
You were making it very clear exactly what you thought of her.
If you think I did it, why don't you come out and say it?
Did you?
No. And there must be half a dozen members of that jury will tell you I was in the pub when it happened. Do you want to know who I blame? That woman who was foreman of the jury. Sorry, foreperson. Must get it right. She knew it all, didn't she? Made a little speech to us about how it was obvious that Sheila Jenks was carrying the cam for her boyfriend. Set up by you lot. Anything you like except guilty of giving that little foreign bloke a pasting.
But you're not suggesting that woman ran Jenks over, are you?
I wasn't, but she could have. She left the pub just before her. Yeah, why not? Would have been the first thing she got right all day. Handy the way things turn out, isn't it? Fancy a cup of tea?
Yeah, thanks.
Look, Len, I can sit here all day. I don't mind, I'll get paid for it. And then I can sit here all night and collect the overtime. But sooner or later, you're going to tell me. Well, get on with it then. Right. Where did you go after you left the court yesterday?
Me and the missus went to see Sean's brief at his office. I wanted to talk about an appeal. 3 months.
And where'd you go after that?
We drove around a bit. Got home about 7.
Drove around a bit?
Right.
Is that the best you can do?
If you've made up your mind, stick me on as well, like you did our Sean. I'm past caring.
Your Sean toe-capped some poor bod halfway to Hammersmith. And then he got nicked because he was too tanked up to leg it before the panda car arrived. What do you expect us to do? Give him a Duke of Edinburgh's award?
But he's never been like that. Before he met her, he'd never have done that. That's the truth.
So you decided to source her out?
Yeah, but somebody else got there first. Not that I've ever hit a woman, ever.
Oh, well, that does restore my faith in human nature.
No. No, I have to see your driver's license. Official. Not these. Yes, no.
I want to report an accident.
Well, you come to the right place, then.
It was last night.
Yeah, well, look, madam, I'm dealing with a gentleman. Would you like to take a seat? I'll deal with him in a minute.
Y aquí hay más papeles.
Thank you. Sheila, it's DC Carver, Sun Hill.
I want someone locked up for this.
N-E-T-T.
Oh, yeah, I've been caught like that before. No two Bennetts spell their name the same way. Yeah, that's right, sir. You just fill out the form, and then we shall all know where we are.
Yeah.
Now, you put your name here.
It's you again.
And then you
I
put the details
didn't expect to see you.
of the vehicle
I've come to
here,
report an accident.
where it says
An accident
details
last
of the
night.
vehicle.
Oh, you're talking to the right bloke then.
Insurance details
You didn't see the
here,
car that hit Sheila Jenks last night, did you?
Yes, that's what it's about.
Is that all you can get? Hold on. Yeah?
There's a woman called Vanessa Bennett in the front interview room. She says she ran over Sheila Jenks.
Jim, you're in the wrong place again. Get yourself back here.
Oi! You fool! No, yeah, signore.
Your lorry, move it!
Tony, it's no good, mate. He don't speak English.
I don't care what he speaks. His Arctic's been blocking the yard for the last half hour.
Señor, por favor, mueva vuestro camión.
Ah, sí, gracias, gracias. Usted es un caballero.
Gracias.
Adiós.
Adiós.
I started the car and drove across the car park. I'd just got into second gear and she was there in front of me.
Where was that?
At the entrance to the car park. It was as if she wanted me to hit her. I didn't stand a chance.
Our accident investigator will check on this.
Well, that is exactly what happened.
Didn't occur to you to stop after you hit her?
I panicked her. If I'd realized how badly hurt she was, I admit that was a mistake.
And after you'd stopped panicking? You still didn't report it.
I did. I came here. I'm not trying to deny it was me.
Let's go back to when you left the pub. What were you intending to do?
Go home, obviously. Hadn't meant to go there in the first place, but all the others were going, and being foreperson, it was rather awkward to get out of it.
In the pub, Sheila Jenks became very abusive towards you.
Actually, I was quite grateful to her. It gave me an excuse to leave.
I can't see where this line of questioning is getting us. Miss Bennett has been very cooperative with you. Can we establish with what she is to be charged?
If all the evidence tallies, attempted murder.
But it was an accident. It was something that happened to me. That's all.
You drove your car at her deliberately.
No.
She'd humiliated you and you couldn't take it.
Humiliated me? Don't be ridiculous.
You'd worked very hard to get the jury to give Sheila Jenks the benefit of the doubt. You did a thoroughly good job. They couldn't decide. In the end, they let her off because of what you'd said.
This took place within the jury room. It certainly won't be admissible evidence.
That's not what happened. Look, they weren't very bright. Half of them didn't seem to understand what a jury was there for. So, I explained the case as I saw it. I didn't have very strong feelings about it.
But in the pub, these not very bright members from the jury were shown in the clearest way possible how big a mistake you'd made.
Jenks made a fool of you, and you decided to teach her a lesson.
I have told you what happened.
Sheila Jenks did not walk in front of you. She was bending down, picking up loose change she dropped on the ground.
She wasn't.
That's what she says.
And you think she's more likely to be telling the truth than I am?
We've got a witness as well, the pub landlord.
I don't care how many so-called witnesses there are. Look, it's simply something that I wouldn't do. You're making me out to be like her.
Aren't you?
Obviously not.
You both think you're above the law.
No.
You both lie when it suits you.
This is insulting and stupid.
And you're both arrogant enough to think you can get away with it.
You get angry when you lose control, don't you, Vanessa?
That's not true.
And that frightens you, doesn't it, losing control? Like when you try to kill Sheila Jenks?
I never want to hear that woman say it again!
I'd like to speak to our client alone. You better do that, Mr. Franklin. Interview suspended. 4:17 p.m. Give me a good honest blagger any day. What do you reckon?
Well, she did it, and she'll tell us sooner or later.
Yeah? Well, I think you're whistling in the dark.
We'll find a way.
I'll believe that when it happens. She's just spent 2 weeks sitting in the Crown Court watching the professionals at it. She knows that if she shuts up now, no jury's going to convict her.